Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He has not allowed a lot of hits when guys are out in scoring position. He'll hope to continue that here in this one.
Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, Jose Bautista.
And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 4:05.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Sabathia's ready. 1-2 on its way. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Here's a spot where he's probably looking for something hard again, but instead they change up on him, get him out in front a little, and all he can do is pop it straight up.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that misses inside 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Edwin Encarnacion gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, the pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Just getting started here in the Bronx. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Michael Saunders will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Ground ball right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Jays get a run on the Encarnacion home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Jay Happ gets the start in this one for the Jays. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And Eric, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Yeah, this was going to be a tough play regardless. Once he has a little bit of trouble with it, forget it. This should be an infield single all the way.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, two things actually. One, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and two, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Here's Starlin Castro as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
The 1-0 delivery. Not close. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1. So a run batted in there on the double as they've come back to tie the game at 1 in the opening frame. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Carlos Beltran. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Lays off 1-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Here comes the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Ripped down the first base line. Throw to the plate. And the tag from Martin. They got him at the plate.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it, and they get him easy.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. One 0 count. Here it is. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0.
I'm not really sure he's working around him here. I just think he doesn't have his release point yet.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Three and 1 now.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
Here's the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Brian McCann, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
In there, strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that 2-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Turned on down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Justin Smoke things out in the second inning here with both teams already on the scoreboard, but his guys down a run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. You get that solo home run to give you the early lead, but then you cough it right back up in the bottom half.
Sabathia into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Russell Martin now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
7, center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Devin Travis set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hit out towards second. Castro's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays 1. And there now is Chase Headley. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Baseman, Chase Headley.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Saunders on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Settling in now, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. One out, nobody on. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Right side hit hard. Smoke is up with it, and he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9th, first baseman, Austin Romine.
Austin Romine gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup and the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. A spin and a throw, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Darwin Barney steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Sabathia gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Jose Bautista in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
Down the third baseline, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Josh Donaldson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail it here 2-1. Brett Gardner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Beaten into the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
And that's a pretty good job of staying with the ball because he doesn't really panic after he clanked it. And then he just regathers himself and fires a strike to first to get the out.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. Chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Stepping in, Starlin Castro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Hit hard to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They still lead it 2-1. Edwin Encarnacion is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Bounce towards the second baseman. To his right, Castro. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Justin Smoke comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Sabathia sets his sights. First pitch on its way. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Alex Rodriguez will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pilar will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The catcher, number 34.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Brian McCann stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Here's Chase Headley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Russell Martin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now, 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He reached on a single in his first try. Sabathia pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Devin Travis will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Trying to hold the lead. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reined in. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Darwin Barney.
So striding in, Darwin Barney, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, with the runner going on contact right there, this is going to be an RBI ground out as he's in to score and tie this game up.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Romine is there for it. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Didi Gregorius will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Into the box, Austin Romine, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball one. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Bases are empty, one man out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And the count will be full. One out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
A couple of hard hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Brett Gardner will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he takes ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Nope.
And that's too high, ball 2.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder,
Aaron Hicks will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Pilar. And this will get all the way out to the 399 sign in Death Valley. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well as they've broken the tie to come back here and lead it now by 2.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there. And he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. You get the sense that things are starting to get away from him a bit out there.
It all comes from falling behind hitters and then having to come in there with something good to hit. That's going to get you every time.
Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing earlier in the game, which was getting ahead of guys and throwing a lot of strikes.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You gotta wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Alex Rodriguez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. Hit to first. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees 4, the Blue Jays 2. Josh Donaldson makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First offering on its way. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Tap fouled at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And there's ball 1.
1-1.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hitting.
Here's Michael Saunders now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's credited with double number 11 so far this year. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Next pitch will make an even 80 pitches for Sabathia. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Well, that's not exactly what he was trying to do up there, but the check swing will work out just like a sacrifice, even though he won't get the sacrifice in the book. Still going to count against his average. They wind up taking that sure out at first.
Justin Smoke will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready on 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Still down by a count of 4-2. Drew Storen will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 45, Drew Storen.
Brian McCann will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Brian McCann.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Storen's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
I got 2-1 to count.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Chase Headley will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Here it comes on 0-2. A foul tip right into the glove of Martin as he's able to hang onto it to record the strikeout.
Well, we showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Didi Gregorius will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Barney comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Russell Martin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Kevin Pillar will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, they have not been able to keep him off base. He's got 3 of their 6 hits so far, and he's single-handedly keeping him in the ballgame.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll be the end of the afternoon for CC Sabathia. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Greg Holland will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Greg Holland.
Devin Travis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Holland's ready with the 1-1 pitch. And McCann can't get a glove on that one. It's by him to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, that is going to make things a little more interesting. Both runners advance, but more importantly, the tying run moves up into scoring position. So instead of needing an extra base hit, now just a grounder up the middle might tie this ball game.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit well on the ground to first. Romine fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, second and third, nobody out. There's one of the 2 runs you needed, and this will be an RBI ground out. So now you wonder whether the infield will come in with the tying run on third and 1 away. Decision time.
Standing in now, Darwin Barney. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
1 out and a runner on third. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Up next,
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Jose Bautista will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And that misses ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Squared that one up just a little late. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Josh Donaldson gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Yankees lead this one 4-3. Austin Romine will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Romine.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 0-1, here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Runners off for second. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Therefore, it is Saunders, and he takes it for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Aaron Hicks steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And here's the 4-pitch sequence again on Show Track. You'll notice it's all hard stuff early in the count. First 3 pitches, then he pulls the string on him here on pitch number 4, and down he goes.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Martin has a play, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. The Yanks leave 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Nick Goody will be summoned from the bullpen to start inning number 8.
Number 41. Nick Goody.
Edwin Encarnacion strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Encarnacion.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Strike called, 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gardner is there. He's got it one away.
The batter.
Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the two starters. Michael Saunders will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. One and one, here it is. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Right on the corner. 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score.
Justin Smoke.
Justin Smoke will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
And that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Score holds at 4-3. Jesse Chavez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jesse Chavez.
Carlos Beltran will step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
The 2-1 on its way. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
In now, Alex Rodriguez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat 3-0 to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Russell Martin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Digging in now, Kevin Pillar. He singled his last time up. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. The victory here would go to CC Sabathia if the lead holds up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. swung on and chopped up the middle. Barehanded by Castro. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Stepping in now, Devin Travis. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Romine is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And the Yankees offense was led in large part by this man, Starlin Castro. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 4-3. So long from the Bronx.